For those of you that are regular viewers here, if you cast your minds back, I can't remember when it was, but it's happened twice on this car. We have entered into the restricted performance category on the dashboard, limited performance, and then obviously I've scanned it, and it's always been boost pressure on one of the turbos. I can't remember which one it is. I will put some screenshots up of the code if I can find it. So that's that. This car has experienced that twice. It's not done it since. I think I've worked out a way around it. I don't think it's anything to do with boost thing. I think it was the car getting confused where I was coming down a slip road and it had changed up into a high gear because I wasn't putting a lot of load on it. And when I sort of accelerated to join the traffic, it didn't kick down. And it just sort of asked for a lot of power in a particular gear. And then I think the car just, oh my God, oh, what's going on, bang, restricted performance. I have used that same bit of road since. What I tend to do now, knock the stick over into sports, which sort of messes about the gears a little bit. Up go the revs, I accelerate, no problem whatsoever. These TDV8s do have some issues. The rocker covers are all part of the inlet manifold or the intake system, and they are all plastic. They do crack. That's that side of the story out of the way. The second part is, as you know, being a YouTuber, I have mentioned this before, you do get approached by a fair few companies trying to peddle their shite on your channel. I normally wheedle most of it out and say, look, it's not for me. I'm not selling my soul for, you know, sometimes this channel might seem like a bit of a shopping channel, but I try and just do stuff that's relevant to Ben's garage, the cars, the Range Rover, this, that and the other. Anyway, this company got in touch with me and said, would you like to try one of our products? Here's a list. I said, well, send me something and I'll do a video if it's relevant. They sent me a list. There was a fair few things on it. So I opted for this. The UDIAG Automotive Smoke Leak Tester Detector. This is the ALT400. There will be links to all of this lot in the description. If there's any discount codes, they'll be in the description where you can go and get one of these from. I'm not going to unbox it, but I'll show you what we're going to get it all set up. I'm not sure if I'll be able to demonstrate it properly, but I will sort of go over a fair few things on this, and let me just pull it out of the box and see what it's very, very well packaged. My bench over there is a bit of a mess at the moment. So you get a power lead, 12 volt crocodile clips to connect to the battery. You get a tyre, well, I say tyre valve, it's a valve, a Schrader valve key, and a bigger one there. There's a hook. There's a pipe. There's another bit of pipe. There's one of these cone things. And then there's this, and I was like, what the bloody hell's that? Now this, what you do is you connect up your smoke thing into there, or do you? Yeah, you take your air filter off, and if you've got just like a single outlet from your air filter that goes into your engine, you put that up it, put on your pump with this. Let me make sure I've tightened that up, and you'll notice, keep pumping, pump, you've got to pump it up. And then that seals in the outlet, and then when you switch it on, it pumps smoke out there, and it'll fill your system up with smoke, and you'll find out where any leaks are. When you take it out, undo that. Ooh la la. Clever bit of stuff, isn't it? There's a load of ends, bits and pieces. Hang on a minute, I'll just put this all down and I'll get the actual unit out. It does come with instructions. They are in English. And it looks fairly simple. Screws in the top. So you can hang that up on your bonnet up there somewhere if you wanted to. And then you've got your power in there, smoke out there, on and off switch. You can adjust the amount of smoke plus or minus with that, and you fill it up with oil in the top here. Ooh la la. And it does suggest baby oil, which I've got some Johnson's baby oil from Amazon. There is a little warning indicator there, your level indicator, liquid level. So I'm going to plug it onto the battery and we'll get some oil in it and see what happens. Some baby oil. Little window there. You can alter the amount of smoke with this dial here, so that's turning it down. That's closed all the way. Open it a little bit, and you can open it right up if you want. You get a proper bit of smoke. And we'll close it up a little bit. Now this gauge at the top here, watch that. So when you're pumping your system up, if there's no leaks, that'll go up. Good stuff, isn't it? I feel like I'm in an 80s music video. Smells a bit. Smells like burnt Johnson's baby oil. Ooh la la. So that's it in a nutshell. Switch it off and then just pull the power out. There you are. All good stuff, isn't it? Now I'm not going to pull the whole car apart to fill the engine up with smoke because I haven't actually got a fault on the car at the moment. But as I say, UDIAG. I mean, it's well made. It's metal. It hasn't got any feet on it or anything, so you do want to sort of hook it up on something because it does sort of vibrate about a little bit. So there's your oil level indicator there. You probably can't see it. That's your pressure gauge. That's how you adjust the smoke up and down. When you power it up, it comes on. I'm assuming that starts heating up the heating element inside, and then when you switch it on for smoke, and it starts coming out. Yeah, so it's pretty good. There's a few adapters to come with it, as I showed you. I'm not sure on this. This is the 3.6. You've only got one airbox on the 3.6, and it's got two airflow meters with two pipes coming off. So I don't know if they join up somewhere, because surely I ought to have had a look, really, because you've got bank A and bank B, turbo each side. Now they've both got to pull air from the airbox does it go through the turbo first and into your intercooler and then back to the engine? I think that's how it works. I don't know if they join up, so you might be able to just lift the airbox lid up and put the adapter in one side of that, one hole at a time, and just do like bank A and then do bank B. I don't know if it works like that on these cars. Myself, I've never delved into it that deep, or even got underneath and had a look. But yeah, you could probably pop the engine cover off and there'll be a sensor or something in the inlet side of things that you could just pop out using one of the adapters, whether it's something like that, or there's a load of fatter ones and different size ones of that will go into a hole, and you just sort of hold it pushed in, generate a bit of smoke. You'll see the pressure go up as the system fills up, and if there's a fault on the car, you'll get smoke come out from somewhere. It should all be quite evident. As I say, I'm not today going to take all that engine cover off and mess about like that. If the fault does it again, I've got the gadget. Now, as I say, I have a lot of people sending me emails, would you like to test this and that? Half of it's not relevant, but I thought I could have done with that when it went into restricted performance and there was a bit of an issue there. Now, if you are viewers of LR Time, they actually made their own one, and I was thinking about doing that at the time, but when these lot got in touch with me and said, would you like to test out one of these smoke machines, it's like, oh yes please, we'll have one of them. It's something handy to have in your garage, in the workshop. You don't have to use it just on automotive stuff. You could use it, I don't know, if you've got like a blown hot air heating system in your house and you want to find a leak. Anywhere that you need to find a leak that's air based, you can whack some smoke. It's harmless smoke, it's just baby oil. Someone's going to say in the comments now, well actually baby oil, when it's cooked, it gives off this, that and the other, and it'll kill you within a week. But yeah. A lot of cars now are plastic components. If they can get away with plastic, I don't think it's so much for the weight saving. It could be, but I think it's a cost saving. A few years back, we was having a bit of a run of bad luck with cars. We had a Ford Scorpio, wide mouth frog, bought it cheap off of somebody we knew who was supposedly a mechanic trader type person. It went for a week, it was alright, and then all of a sudden bang, overheated. I was stuck on the side of the road. Now he did come and pick me up with his car trailer, dropped me off home, took the car back to his place, and he said, I mean, I knew what it was because I opened the bonnet and I could see the thermostat housing had exploded and you could see water running round. But I didn't really look. I just slammed the bonnet shut and phoned him up. The thermostat housing on a Ford Scorpio, the 2 litre 16 valve, is all part of the inlet manifold. And he says, because he was going to fix it if he could, because obviously we knew him, and he obviously didn't want a bit of bad publicity. He was going to fix it. He said, a new inlet manifold for that car, I think we're going back 10 years now, is €600. He says, I'm not doing that. He says, I can epoxy it up. And I was like, no, mate, give us our money back. We'll go and buy something else. So yeah, even back then, what year would that have been? Scorpio. When did they stop making them? It'd been about 93, 94, something around, I don't know, maybe a bit newer than that, 95. Plastic. Now, these Range Rovers, rocker covers are plastic. Now, the rocker covers especially on the 3.6, it's all part of the inlet system. So the inlet intake manifold and all that, the air goes through the top of it. When I did the video before with the restricted performance, someone says, oh, that's your rocker covers cracked or something. Oh, it's very low mileage. I very much doubt it. And then someone else said, oh, it's your silicon, it's your hoses that come out the bottom, replace them for silicon. As I say, it never did it. It's never done the fault again since. I think it might be something else. The car was getting confused by the way that I was driving it, perhaps. Anyway, I've got the tool now. So to go on the shelf, good bit of kit. It's well made. Does the job. It's a bit noisy. I say it hasn't got feet on it, so you need to be careful where you put it because it will vibrate and fall off. Hang it up on the bonnet somewhere. Oh, Troy's on the Range Rover. You haven't got like a hoop You might be able to hook it in there. Ah, yeah, look at this. Hang it up there, look. So I've got, it's another tool for the workshop. I'm now going to do some short videos for this just to chuck out, and we'll call it a day. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Please give it a big thumbs up. Sorry I didn't stick it on the car anywhere to show you it working, but it's just the way it is, isn't it? I'm not feeling it today for pulling the engine apart to find a sensor to stick this, to stick that in it. Sorry, I must try harder, shouldn't I? Anyway, let's call it a day on that one. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.